4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
That is right, folks. It is time to bet your ass. This is the ass. Alongside me, we have Raphael Esparza. What is going on, sir?
What's going on? How are you?
It's wonderful Monday. I like Mondays even more now that I get to talk to you.
Mondays are pretty good. It's we have a great Monday night game, so we should probably see as many points as we've seen last night in the Packers Saints game, Cowboys Seahawks game. I think the NFL defense all has COVID.
I believe so. I know my Philly defense does for sure. So
I didn't want to bring up. I didn't want to rant on that.
Tying.
You know what? The NHL got rid of ties. I don't mind ties in soccer because those games can go on forever. So that's why they have ties in soccer. But I'm sorry, NFL, get with the program. Do the college football. And get that. That's the most ridiculous thing. I have to see. What was it a couple years ago? We had 3 ties in one season?
Yeah, there was like 2 ties in 1 week, wasn't there?
Yeah, that's just ridiculous.
I can't stand ties. I hate ties and everything just because there's a winner and a loser, and you got to get it out, especially in football.
I agree. Couldn't agree more.
All right. Well, that's right. We're betting our ass with you guys tonight. We got some different things on the list. Let's see. I want to start off with a little WNBA. I don't know. I know there's not a lot of people it's delved into the WNBA because it's a women's sport and not everybody's paying attention to the women's sports. But you know what? Let's talk. Aces or Sun will go out on top to face the Storm in the finals. What do you got?
I mean, the Aces are -3.5 for tomorrow's game. They play Tuesday. And let's face it, I think whoever wins that game is going to go down by Seattle. I'm sorry. Seattle, best team in the WNBA, in the bubble, best team in the WNBA when they're healthy. I would like to see an Aces Storm. I think that'd be the best matchup. I think the best TV. A lot of overs will probably go on that game. The totals will probably be like 165, 166 around there. But I just don't see any of those 2 teams, Aces or Sun. I think if the Aces get in, I think they can make some kind of a series. But I'm sorry, if it's the Sun, I think Seattle brings out the broom and sweeps them.
I can definitely see that happening. I called the Storm to win a couple weeks ago. Damon and I were talking about it, and he said the Aces were the team to beat, and I said no, I'd say the Storm were the team to beat. But I figured he was right because this is more of his forte than mine, because mine was more so on the football field than it was the basketball court, and him is flip-flop. But we both talked about it, and we agreed to disagree because it looks like the Storm and the Sun are going to go into the WNBA finals, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, the Storm are healthy, and that's a big thing. I mean, the Aces are still missing some ladies that didn't come into the bubble. I think that's could probably hurt them down the long run in this series. So I agree with you. I think the Storm take it.
I agree. It's theirs to go. Let's move a little bit into the baseball realm. So what we got here is a 16-team, which is crazy in my mind, 16-team tournament style. Obviously, you got the AL on one side, you got the NL on the other, and my Reds actually squeaked in there. And the first round is best 2 out of 3. Looking at the board, Raphael, what are you thinking here?
I'm thinking we have 4 games tomorrow, but I'm sorry, Wednesday, I cannot wait to wake up on Wednesday because we have not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 playoff wild card games on Wednesday. All 4 teams who play tomorrow play on Wednesday, then the other 4 that don't start on Wednesday. So I'm excited to watch baseball all day long. From until the 9 o'clock game throws with the Brewers and Dodgers. But I think we're going to see some upsets. Plain and simple, someone's going to go out early that we probably didn't see going out early. I would not be shocked if your Reds upset the Braves. Would not be shocked if the Cardinals upset the Padres. Would not be shocked if what was the other one? The A's beat the White Sox, which is a heavy bet team, the White Sox, even though standing-wise, the A's had a better record. but I think the overall better team, especially with Chapman not playing for Oakland, I would have to say that would be an upset for the White Sox. I think the only one that would probably shock the world if there's a upset if the Giants beat the Dodgers.
I agree. I do not see the Giants being able to get through the first 2 games.
Yeah, I just don't see the Giants scoring runs against the Dodgers. But every other series would not shock me at all. Indians beating the Yankees would not shock me. Like I said, Houston Twins doesn't shock me. I'm just upset that my Chicago Cubs have to play the Miami Marlins, who we have lost not one but twice in the playoffs, and I was at that Steve Bartman game against the Marlins. Ooh. So I'm upset that I get to watch the Marlins beat my Chicago Cubs again in the playoffs.
I'll tell you what, where Florida or what are they down? Miami, right? Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Miami Marlins.
So where Miami was, 2-3 years ago, nobody thought that they would be relevant in the next decade. To see them turn it around, that is an astonishing feat, and they got it going.
Yeah, hats off to Derek Jeter and Don Mattingly, who have these young kids playing. I mean, the Cubs, I'm sorry, they're minus $2 favorites in this series. I know we have Darvish on the mound. He's competing with Cy Young, but I'm sorry, the Cubs bats have been silent all year long. When you have Ian Happ leading the team in home runs and batting average at 250, is something you don't want to see. But I totally agree with you. Miami, those young kids can play. And like I said, maybe Cincinnati can finally play some good ball. They were scheduled to win a division. They were scheduled to be the up-and-coming in that division, and they started off slow. So it would not be shocking if they could pull off the upset.
Well, what are the odds right now? Do you got them up by chance on the Reds Braves? Because I'm very intrigued, obviously.
Series prices, the Braves are minus 145, minus 140, wherever you shop around. We have minus 145 up at my bookie. And I'll bring them off to you. Yankees minus 120 favorites. Astros, Twins minus 170.
Who'd you say? Astros. I don't know I know Asterix. I don't know.
Asterix, Twins. The Twins are minus 70. Blue Jays, Rays, which is going to be a fantastic series. I like Toronto. The Rays minus $2. White Sox, Athletics. A's minus 120. Like I said, give me the even money on the White Sox, even though I'm a Cup fan. Cardinals, Padres minus 190. Reds, Braves, we already talked about being the favorite. And Brewers, Dodgers. Dodgers minus $3.
Wow. That's a heck of a deficit. Nobody has faith in the San Fran Giants.
No.
They shouldn't.
No, they shouldn't.
I want to know what's in the water down in Tampa Bay, because you got the Lightning going for Stanley Cups. You got Tampa Bay, the Rays in the playoffs. You got TB12 in TB land now with the super team, quote unquote, in the NFL. What is in the water down there?
I don't know, but I'm just glad that there's no fans in the stands during the playoffs, because Tampa Bay probably still wouldn't fill that stadium in the playoff game. But yeah, I mean, it must be nice living in Tampa right now, because I think the Lightning close it out tonight. I think they bring the cup home tonight. TB12 had another great game. Another great victory for the Buccaneers. And like I said, Tampa Bay, they can. I can't wait to watch that matchup if it's Tampa Bay and the Yankees in the ALDS. I think it's going to be a fantastic series if that happens.
Yeah, I don't know. Cleveland is. I wouldn't be shocked if Cleveland took that series against them. But
true.
We'll have to see. I'm very shocked and surprised, honestly, that the Reds beat the Twins when they needed to, because usually that doesn't happen.
Hey, bet your Twins 22-1 to win the World Series.
Ooh. Wow, okay. I might. Bet your ass I will.
Hey, you would almost have a nice driver's seat, because I think if you beat the Braves, I think you could beat the Cubs or Marlins coming out in the next series. So then you would probably have to face the Dodgers or Padres in the NLCS, which you could probably hedge your ticket a little bit to get some of your money back.
I'm going to bet my ass. Thanks you for that. I'm going to put a little bit of money down on that, and we'll see where it goes. Let's get into a little horse racing. the big Preakness of this year. The what do they call it? The third leg in the
third
crown.
leg.
There you go. The third leg in the Triple Crown. Let's see who we got here. We got something for us for the screen. There we go.
Which, I mean, this is we don't have a Triple Crown because Tisdalaw couldn't win the Derby. But there's a horse that I thought could have won the Derby that's finally racing this one. It's Art Collector. He pulled out from an illness for the Derby. He's 5-2. Brian Hernandez is the jockey in this one, rides him really well. I hated to see him miss the Derby. I know a lot of people are probably going to bet the Bob Baffert horses, 1,000 Words. We'll probably get Authentics running in this race. The 9 horse is a Bob Baffert horse. So I have a feeling the Baffert horses will probably take a lot of money. So I'm hoping that happens so I can get a better price on Art Collector. But that's my, without doing a lot of handicapping yet, just because of the card or the draw just came out today. Mm-hmm. I was a big Art Collector fan before he pulled out. So that's the one I'm looking at right now. And we've had some really interesting winners at the Preakness. War of Will last year. Cloud Computing in 2017 was a big upset. Exaggerator, big upset in 2016. So there's a couple horses that I think that can maybe win this one, and I don't think people would understand, like Swiss Skydiver. I already mentioned 1,000 Words, the Bob Baffert horse. So I would not be shocked. Even New York Traffic, which was a big bet horse at the Derby. A lot of people were betting him at the Derby. I would not be shocked if some of these hit the floor. Max Player, another one, 15-1, a big Derby a better that people were jumping all over him. So I would not be shocked if we see a long shot hit Preakness.
Well, I would have no problem hitting a long shot at the Preakness as long as I bet on that long shot. Now, a little bit of betting 101 in the horse realm. So, Raphael, let's kind of tell people the different betting in a horse track. What do you bet on? You know, they see WPS, what does that mean? I know this because I grew up loving the horses, but some of our fans may not know. So let's kind of teach them a little bit of horse track betting 101.
Well, win, place, and show is pretty much first, second, third. So if you bet $2 to win, you're looking for that horse to come in first. If you bet $2 to show, you just want him to come in second and place the second and show for third. So the most popular bet is going up, and I'll use Art Collector, the 3 horse in the Preakness, as an example. If I like Art Collector and I want him to win this race and other ones, I would say give me $10 win, place, and show on the 3 horse. That ticket would cost me $30. I'm getting $10 to win, $10 to place, $10 to show. So if he wins, then you just try to do the math in your head, or go to your window, put the ticket in, and let them do the math for you.
That's what they have the machines there for.
So that's what win, place, and show is. Another popular bet in horse racing is exacta, which that means first you have to pick the horses that come in first and second. So if I want to bet the 3 horse with the 4 horse Swiss Skydiver, I would say give me a $5 exacta 3-4. That means the 3 has to come in first, the 4 horse has to come in second. Now, if I say give me $5 exacta box 3-4, then it could come in either order. It could come my horse, Art Collector, could come in either first or second, but that means Swiss Skydiver has to come in first for that one. So exacta means first and second. If you say the word box, that means you can. It doesn't matter what order it comes in. So you just
pay double.
And it pays double. So, and then of course trifecta box is the first 3 horses. Same thing exacta, but you're just adding another horse to hit the 3rd spot. So the most popular, everyone adds the word box and they do exactas and trifectas because a ticket will, even though the ticket costs more, but it pays more if you hit that ticket. So that's one of the most popular ones, and there's a whole bunch of other ones that you can bet at the track. I don't want to confuse all the listeners, but if you have any questions on horse racing, feel free to shoot me up on Twitter at BSI.Sports and Instagram, Raphael Esparza. I'll answer any horse racing questions you need.
So how big are you into horse racing?
Oh, that's my first love when it came to this industry, because I grew up in the Midwest. So I would go to Balmoral, Hawthorne, all the time. Maywood harness tracks and stuff like that. Arlington, I've been to a couple Arlington Millions. And then when I first got into the industry at Caesar's Palace, I was actually at the race side I was the guy putting in all the horse information in the computer. So when people bet them, the numbers were correct. That was the one that put the prices in the computer. So in order for me to put the prices in and hit enter, you weren't getting paid. So I was just sitting there, and that got me my first love. I started doing head-to-head horse matchups at Caesar's Palace with my old boss, Vinny Marulo. Shout out to Vinny. He works at VSiN radio, stuff like that. Good person to listen to. But yeah, me and him used to do head-to-head horse. But if we had a big horse player out there that wanted to do more than just betting the normal stuff, we would put 2 horses back to back, and we'll say who finishes higher, the 3 horse or 4 horse. We'll put odds on it and let the bettors rip.
Did you have a lot of people betting on that way?
Oh yeah, I mean the diehard race bettors, and even the younger ones now, who don't want to bet the whole race. They rather bet the head-to-head matchups. They'll do that before they bet the whole nine race horse.
How are the odds usually in that?
I mean, it all depends on who you match it up with. I'll use our collector, the 3 horse, who's 5-2, and Swiss Skydiver 6-1. Our collector would be probably a huge 3 minus 350 favorite over Swiss Skydiver for who would finish higher at the Preakness. I'll probably have anywhere between 5 to 6 head-to-head matchups for the Preakness on Saturday.
Okay. So have you ever been to the actual Derby?
I have not. Being in my industry, I just couldn't. I can never get off those days because I don't have the luxury of just sitting there from morning until night drinking and stuff like that when I got the media and other stuff I got to do. So it's on my bucket list, the Kentucky Derby. I want to wear white on Saturday or on Friday and put a funky hat on Saturday.
Well, maybe we'll have to do that bucket list together because I live an hour and a half away from Churchill Downs. I've been to Churchill Downs many a times. I've never been on Derby Day, so I definitely want to make it happen, and I'll wear one of those funky-looking hats with you, brother.
I've been invited. I have box seats if I want to go there anytime I want. I know our trainers up in Lexington, Kentucky. I do a radio show every Thursday with Lexington, Kentucky, so the guys own horses, and like I said, if one of these days I'll play hooky and just go do it.
There you go. Why not, right?
Yeah.
You only live once.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. So it is time. Nope. A little bit more. NBA Finals. I about skipped over NBA. Miami looking tremendously good on the court. I still think that. Well, I don't still think. I said at the beginning of the season that they were a year away, and now I am a year off. Now they're playing LA, the Lakers, the real LA team, as we all see, in the finals with LeBron and company. What do you have on that game?
I mean, game 1 is Wednesday. The Lakers are -5. The total's 217. We haven't seen any defense in the NBA the last couple of days or in that series as well. So that's going to be very interesting. So we have the Lakers huge favorites in the series. I think they're -$4, $5, depending on where you shop around. But I like the Lakers to win this series, but I think they have extended 6 or 7. These boys in Miami, they came to work. They didn't come to the bubble and hang out and go and get haircuts at the built-in barber and stuff like that. They came to work and they came to show people that, like, hey, we're here to play, and that's all they have done. They play defense. They're athletic. They're deep on the bench, which I think that could hurt the Lakers for bench play. I would not be shocked if we see this series go 6-7.
That's exactly what I said. I can see the Lakers closing it out in 6, but Miami is going to give them a hell of a run. And like I said, I'm scared to see Miami's next year's team. That's what I'm going to be nervous about.
Yeah, I mean, this run is probably going to give them maybe some free agent options because people they have money in the cap because I think Gordon Dragic's contract will be done next year, so they'll have that free spot. There's some big names that's up there. We just saw Victor Oladipo is coming out. So there's some big names out there for free agents, and this is going to help them land someone. Jimmy Butler loves it there. He loves playing for Coach Spo, and they got a young team. This is a team to be very, very worried about in the Eastern Conference. So it'll be interesting to see, like I said, if they can make this a series. We're going to see some people want to jump to South Beach to join them.
Oh, I can see that happening. Now, I want to hear your bet your ass prop bet on the NBA Finals. If you had $500 to put on one prop bet through the whole Finals, what would you put it on right now? At the start, at the future prop bets of the Finals.
I'm going to say Lakers win it in Game 6 plus 220.
Okay. So, which means to the world
that they have to
is the full. Oh no, they got to win it in the sixth game.
Yeah,
or that's the odds. Okay,
yes.
I thought you were meaning. At first, I thought that was the line that you were doing on Game 6. I'm like, damn, you guys are really getting it in there.
No, I say plus 220 Game 6. Lakers bring it home back to LA. I mean, even though there's a pandemic and all this stuff on in there, I mean, these players have been close since Kobe died, and they've had one mission since that. People keep on forgetting that Kobe died before the pandemic. So these people,
the jumper.
Yeah. So I think Game 6, I'll lay the plus 220 because I think I don't see LeBron does not want to see a Game 7 because if he loses another Game 7. Oof, that'd be rough for him, and all his accolades that he's done so far. That'd be rough because he's lost multiple Game 7s in the NBA Finals. So I would think if it's Game 6 and he can close it out, would not be shocked if he has a triple-double that day. AD might have a triple-double that day. But I'm going to say, we haven't put up MVP odds yet. But I'm working on that probably tonight or first thing tomorrow. But I'm going to say I want to bet AD to win the NBA Finals MVP.
Wow, okay. Over LeBron. LeBron's going to be pissed off that he only got like 16 votes in the regular season MVP. Now he's really going to be pissed off when he doesn't get the MVP of the Finals.
Yeah, but he does not play well when Jimmy Butler guards him. He does not play well when Iggy guards him. So he has two people that's going to have to guard him. And AD, I know Miami could be long. They have some deep guys, but they don't have anybody athletic that can match up with AD. So I would not be shocked if we see LeBron rebounding and assist, but I think AD is going to be providing most of the points.
Who wins Game 1?
Lakers usually struggle in Game 1, even though they beat the Nuggets in Game 1. I'm going to have to say I'm going to take the Heat to cover, but I'm going to probably say the Lakers win it very small. I think the Heat cover that number.
Okay.
I would love to see Miami win Game 1, and maybe I can bounce back and maybe see how low us odds makers readjust on the series price. If I can get the Lakers under minus $2 to win the series price, I might jump on that. So for a betting purpose, I'll be rooting for Miami. For an odds maker and me trying to keep my job, I'll probably be rooting for the Lakers.
There you go. All right. Now the time has come. It's the NFL talk. Little Week 3 recap. We already mentioned the Eagles can't beat anybody still. But they didn't lose. But yes, they did. The Colts, big win over the Jets. How does Adam Gase still have a job?
I'm totally blown away that he still has a job. It's shocking that they didn't get rid of him. And you know what? It'd be really shocking. I don't think if he loses badly on Thursday, I can't believe we have to watch on Thursday Night Football, first of all. If he loses badly on Thursday Night Football, then I don't think he's the head coach on Sunday.
Do you think that's what they were waiting on since they knew it was a short week?
They might have short week if they get blown out.
The only thing I can think of.
Yeah, if they get blown out on Thursday nights, and let's say Sam Donald looks bad, the offense looks bad, then I think you see don't let the door hit you. Just like I thought if Matt Patricia, if he would have lost in Arizona badly, I thought he might have been golfing right now, and he was stuck there. But that was a big win for him to keep his job.
Yes, it was. And now all the Jets are seeing ghosts right now with Sam Darnold, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, that's pretty bad. I mean, if you're the Jets fans, the only one that you could probably be happy about is the Atlanta Falcons may be stealing more news than you are.
I was getting ready to segue right into that. It was going to be, so the New York Jets are bad, but are the Atlanta Falcons worse?
You know what? The reason why I think they have not fired Quinn yet, because that division is not, besides Tampa Bay, Carolina, and the Saints have all been horrible with the Falcons. So I think if everyone else was maybe above 500 besides Carolina, I think if the Saints were maybe 2-1 and Atlanta and Carolina play as poorly as they have, then I think they might have pulled the trigger. But I still think 0-3. But to me, what I've seen in the sidelines, that he's lost the team already. If they're finger pointing in a sideline already, and it's only week 3, you lost the team already, and just rip the Band-Aid off.
Yep, I agree. So this was going to be part of my odds on the spot, but I'm going to bring it in right now because it's timing. Mitch Trubisky comes back under center this season. What's your odds?
I'm going to put something out today. I just haven't really realized how to use the verbiage yet.
Aha, okay.
Just because, I mean, let's face it, if Nick Foles gets hurt, then that's totally different. So I'm depending on verbiage, and I'm going to say yes, he does. I'm going to say I would probably have to put the yes minus 150 that he will start in the Bears uniform this year. Just because Nick Foles is always he gets hurt. He was hurt last year a couple of times. He didn't play a lot in Jacksonville. He did get hurt a lot in Philly. Mm-hmm. So he's not like the healthiest quarterback. So I'm going to say yes, probably minus 150. They will see Trubisky start as a QB one more time.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. Does Chicago go get another win before they lose?
Ooh, I mean, I still can't believe that they're undefeated.
I can't either.
I mean, that's just totally. I mean, let's face it, the Lions should have beat them. I mean, they play the Colts and then they play the Tampa Bay. So both teams, I think, can beat them. Let's face it. I mean, the Colts have been playing some good football, and we all know about Tampa Bay. And those 2 games are at home. That's Soldier Field. So I mean, I would have to say I think they lose one of them. I think they split one of them before they go to Carolina. I think they have one loss when they go to Carolina.
Okay. All right. Well, let's stay in that division. The Vikings. What is going on in Minnesota?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they've given up 102 points. I mean, it's not like their offense has been. Yes, it's Kirk Cousins' fault as well, but the defense too. I mean, you can't. I mean, you let the Packers score 43 on you. You let the Titans score 31 against you. So right there is 75 points. So it's a defense. And I always tell people, when you're playing poorly, especially on the defensive side, even the head coaching, it could be poorly, or special teams be poorly. They're always going to pinpoint it on the quarterback. Kirk Cousins, we hear it. Drew Brees, Kirk Cousins, week 1, Tom Brady, blah, blah, blah. It's always. But I'm sorry, your defense and other things are the main reasons why you're losing those games as well. But Minnesota has it on defense, coaching. They're being out-coached. Kirk Cousins has not played well at all. They have not been able to run the ball. So that I think the teams, when you stop the run, they pretty much know how you're going to dictate. Because Kirk Cousins doesn't have that big, strong arm either. So it's not like you're really going to get beat by the down passes like we've seen other quarterbacks, Mahomes and all those other guys with big arms. So, yeah, it was shocking. I'm a little bit shocked that they're still 0-3. They should have won that game against the Tennessee. I mean, let's face it, they should be 1-2 with Detroit right now.
They should be. Now let's go to the big game of the night, Monday Night Football. The MVP candidates at QB going against each other. What is the best prop bet to put on tonight's game?
Well, besides the over, because I just see we're going to see a lot of touchdowns tonight. There's a couple prop bets that I do like. Over 26 points scored by the Kansas City Chiefs. I think it's going to be a shootout. So I think both teams hit the 30 mark. So I like the over 26 points scored by Kansas City. I like the over both thrown touchdown passes by both quarterbacks. I think 1.5. I do believe. Let me find that. Hold on. We have too many prop bets. I have too many prop bets.
I was on there last night looking at all kinds of stuff, man, and I'm not going to lie. I was almost getting lost. I'm like, damn, I can bet on that?
So yeah, I mean, touchdown passes 1.5 for the quarterbacks for both of them. I mean, I know the juice is pretty high on both of them, but I think both of them throw touchdown passes tonight. I think both of them could probably hit the 2 mark. So I think those are the best ones. And like I said, just plan when you're looking at prop bets and stuff like that, and looking at this game, plan for the over, because I think we're just going to see tons and tons of points scored in this game because we haven't seen defense being played, especially on Thursday night, Sunday night, and Monday night. When the Bengals and Browns produce a lot of points, then you know something's wrong.
There is a problem, folks. Now, so you're saying to go with the over if you're deciding on a prop bet. Do you have the yards per quarterback thrown?
Yeah, hold on, let me find them.
I'm gonna guess they're probably both in the 270 to 280 range.
Yeah, they're probably getting ready to shut some of these prop bets down since it's getting ready to get closer to kickoff. So I think that's what may be the issue. Hold on.
Gotcha. I thought it started at 8:30. Maybe that's the Sunday night game, though, isn't it?
I think that is. Yeah, some of them have been taken down.
Okay.
But yeah, like I said, the only one I would not bet the over on yardage might be Baltimore, because I think, let's face it, Kansas City's run defense is horrible, and I think Baltimore is going to probably try to establish the run early.
All right. There you have it. If you got time to get your prop bets in, go to mybookie.ag right now. Sign up. Promo code BWSPORTS1 for 100% deposit match up to 1 stack. You know what I'm saying? 1G, baby. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of dough that you could get for free just by putting in the money that you were going to bet anyway, right?
Yeah, and here's another one. I'll give you guys, if the people are listening, you could have time. Third quarter total points scored over 10.5. In
the one quarter, in the third quarter.
Third quarter only. Third quarter only.
10 point, or they have to score 10.5 points.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think last night with the Packers,
like very small amount for those.
Yeah, I could see 17 points being scored in the third
easily. Especially if it's tied like 13-13 or something a half or something like that. I can definitely see him lighten it up. All right. Here is this week's odds on the spot. You mentioned it earlier. I didn't want you to go any farther on the question. I wanted to come back at you with this. Victor Oladipo wants out of Indy. What are you putting up as his next team?
Which off the top of my head, with the Milwaukee Bucks.
That's what it is, man. It's odds on the spot.
I would have to say I would probably put the Milwaukee Bucks as one of the favorites. Miami Heat. I think he stays in the East.
Yeah, I can see that. Definitely.
So I think he stays in the East. Of course, everyone's going to probably talk about the Knicks. But I think he wants to go to a contender. And I thought Indiana was a contender because I think they're going to lose. I can't. Who else they said they might lose besides Victor Oladipo?
I hope not anybody else.
But I would not be shocked, like I said, with Milwaukee's upper management telling the Greek Freak saying we're going to do everything to try to build around you and add more pieces. That'd be a nice piece to get Victor Oladipo, another ball handler, another shooter for him. So I would not be shocked if the Bucks will be highly, highly aggressive in trying to get him.
If he goes to the West, what would be your top pick in the Western Conference? Denver?
Ooh. I would say probably Dallas. Not Dallas. I would take probably Denver. Just see who the Clippers hire as a new head coach, because I think they're going to be missing some people. They need someone for an outside shot to stretch the ball out. Maybe even the Pelicans. I mean, because they're probably going to lose J.J. Redick. They might lose Drew Holiday. Who's their new head coach going to be? Maybe so I look for maybe Victor Oladipo, maybe even Chick, maybe take the Pelicans just because they're an up-and-coming team, young team, with some good pieces there.
There you have it, folks. Raphael Esparza betting his ass with the ass every Monday night at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Raphael, let everybody know where they can find you at, sir.
You can find me on Twitter at VSI.Sports. You can find me on Instagram at Raphael Esparza. You can find me at DocSports.com. And you can find all my crazy betting odds over at mybookie.ag. Don't forget to use that promo code. What's your promo code again?
BWSPORTS1.
Don't forget to jump on that promo code. Still 100% up sign-up bonus.
That's right. That goes all year long, baby. So jump on there. Get your Christmas bonus if you can't get it now, and put it on mybookie.ag. Raphael, it's been fun as always. Thank you for hanging out with your boy the ass over here at Black and White Sports.
Take it easy. Talk to you next week. Have a fantastic week.
Yes, sir. Making that money and sending your wife no more parlays this week.
Take it easy.
Later.